Hi, welcome to Tech Talk, presented to you by Acquisitions Marketing. I am Tristan, and I am here today with Anthony Congelosi. He is part of the family-run business, Paul Congelosi's Trailer Sales in Montgomery. Anthony, welcome to Tech Talk. How are you today?
Hi, Tristan. I'm good. How are you?
Man, I'm good. I'm so good to have you here. I know you guys have lots of trailers to sell, so I appreciate that you took the time here today to hang out with us and talk tech and talk a little bit about what you guys do over there at the Trailer Sales.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
So I've been poking around your website, and I see that you guys have about 300 trailers ready for sale at all times. How do you maintain such a large inventory?
We try to get to that number because it's important to have stuff for people to see. It's important for when you walk in, you can't buy something if it's not there, and you need to have options. And for a lot of our commercial customers, which is a large part of our customer base, if they need something, they need it now. And they don't want to wait 8 weeks or 12 weeks or during the height of trying to get stuff 8 months. You know, it just is something where people are ready to buy a product and they need a product and we need to have it.
So if somebody wanted something that was brand new, for example, they wanted the new trailer because they went to a trailer convention, because those are things. They went to a trailer convention and they saw this brand new trailer. If they want to get that, would that be something that you can offer them as well too?
If it's something that one of our manufacturers builds as a current model or can customize, then sure. It's just a matter of time and dollars, essentially. You know, the newest thing might be the most expensive thing too, but if it's going to help you run your business or enjoy your life more, then sure.
Speaking about customizations, I saw on your social media page on Facebook that you guys also do customizations for first responders. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, we have helped build a lot of trailers for EMS, police. We have a lot of police mounted units that ride on horseback and they need horse trailers. Emergency response stuff is very common for us, and they're very interesting projects to customize and make very user-friendly and meet whatever expectations that all the different groups have.
So Congelosi Trailer Sales didn't just start selling trailers in 1986. Please tell us about the origins of the small business.
Paul was a farrier. He was a horseshoer, and he had bought and sold things for years and fixed equipment for people, and he decided that when he started as a farrier that he did not want to be doing it when he was 40. It was too hard on him physically, and it just kind of went into trailers as the next thing. He started buying and selling used trailers and then hooked up with a couple manufacturers and started buying and selling new trailers, and it just developed from there. We built our initial shop after we worked out of our house originally in 1992 and expanded it again in 96 and 2000, and it's now 18,000 square feet. So it's grown. It feels full all the time now, but it grew over time.
That's pretty cool. It sounded like Paul was working on his retirement plan.
Yeah, he is still going strong at almost 74, but I guess you could call it a retirement plan, or he wanted to have something successful for, me to be a part of and the rest of our family that's involved to be a part of.
So aside from selling trailers, Anthony, what other services do you provide? Do you still shoe horses?
No, nobody's a farrier anymore. Paul would probably tell you that he could shoe one, but he's a little bit out of practice, I think. We sell mini golf carts. We have a very big service department. We service what we sell, and we have a very large parts selection also.
So if I bought it from you, I don't have to bring it to anyone. I can just bring it directly to you.
We want you to come to us. Long term, that's what we want you to be a customer for life. We don't want to just sell you the trailer.
Well, speaking about something like that, what other operational practices do you guys use today that worked for Congelosi back in the 80s?
I think that a big one is communication, and what worked back then works still now. Call people back. Get back to people. I see a lot of businesses that just don't call people back, and I think it's so important.
Before the internet, how did you market your business?
I think that the bigger tools back then would have been the Yellow Pages, back when the Yellow Pages were this thick instead of this thick like they are now. We did some print advertising in magazines and the local newspaper, probably the most common things, and you know, always word of mouth. I think that word of mouth advertising is the best or one of the best things that you can have. Do a good job for somebody and they want to tell other people that you did a good job for them.
So, who did all of that marketing? Because I'm assuming you didn't have a marketing professional taking care of that for you before?
Back then, there was somebody that did our print ads for us, and then they would kind of just, if we did one in 1992, chances are if you got the magazine in 1996, it might be the same ad. But, things were a little slow to develop back then, and it was mainly just a matter of getting the name and phone number out in front of people, I think.
So now we are in the age of the internet. There are billions of people, if not trillions, of people on the internet now using Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Google, YouTube. Why was it important for the organization to get on the internet using digital marketing?
Because now that's the way that you continue to keep your name out there. And when people do a search or an ad pops up on Facebook because they've been searching for trailers, you want that to be, I want that to be our name. I don't want it to be somebody else's name that's trying to take people out of our area. Stay in your local area. That's shop local.
One of the things about shopping local that I realized with your organization is you guys also hire a lot of local people. I just learned today that you actually hired one of your employees. I know his mom. So tell me about hiring local, why that is important for you.
Because you want to keep the local people that grew up around here. You want to give them a reason to want to stay around here. And we are a place that's been around a long time. We're not going anywhere. And, there's long-term opportunities for people, I think.
So now we're on the internet. Who sat there and did all of the digital marketing?
Myself, doing a very poor job.
So what made you decide that you want to hire somebody like acquisitions marketing to do that for you?
I wanted somebody that was going to do a professional job. When you want a professional job done, you call a professional in that industry. If you want a trailer, I want you to call me. But I needed professional digital marketing, and I had seen a lot of acquisitions, different things. It really stood out in the beginning of the pandemic. A lot of the different things that Acquisition and Billy were doing to try and help people stay connected and put themselves out there still during a time when, you couldn't sit in the same room with people, I think was probably a big part of it, I think, of why I finally, made the decision and we went ahead.
What services does Acquisitions Marketing provide that you take advantage of?
The Google listings and Google AdWords that I know absolutely nothing about, and social media marketing and creating. He's created some print ads for us. We just recorded our hold message for our phone system. There's probably other things that I'm forgetting, but those are some of the biggest ones.
So I strongly believe as well that acquisitions marketing can do more than what they say. I'm sure if you ask acquisitions marketing, because that's what it seemed like you did, hey, can you do this for me? I'm sure that's something that they can provide.
Yeah, I don't know if he said no. I don't know if acquisitions has said no yet.
How has digital marketing made your day-to-day life easier, besides the fact that you just don't have to do it anymore, personally?
Well, I wasn't very good at it, so I didn't do very much, and I didn't want to have to think about it. I didn't want to have to make sure that when somebody was searching for us, that they could find us easily. And I guess that's something that I don't worry about as much anymore because it works. I know that somebody else is keeping an eye on it and keeping an eye on all the changes that the internet makes or Google makes or Facebook makes to their algorithms and making sure that your name still stays prevalent.
When selecting a digital marketing team, what do you feel is the most important thing to look for in your opinion?
I think you need to look for somebody that is going to be responsive to some of the ideas that you have and is going to call you back or text you back when you need to talk to them. And Billy and acquisitions are very good at that. They're very responsive, and I think that's important.
So, okay, if someone's sitting on the fence about hiring a marketing professional, why would you recommend acquisitions marketing?
Because if you want a professional job done, you should hire a professional organization, and I think acquisitions marketing does an excellent job.
Well, that was Anthony Congelosi, part of the family-run Paul Congelosi Trailer Sales here in Montgomery. I am Tristan. This is Tech Talk presented to you by Acquisitions Marketing, and we'll see you next time.